Hey, look at that.
Whoa, like on time, everybody.
Yeah, well, we're 2 minutes late.
Whatever. I was watching a video of some sharks chasing stingrays.
Nice. Yeah, nice. I'm tired.
Dan, Dan the
Oh,
man.
whoa.
Oh man, did you charge your
Hashtag better
phone
with
this?
everybody.
Did you charge your phone this time?
It's sitting on the charger right now. Well, it's supposed to be sitting on the charger. There we go.
Nice.
Alright.
Dan's here. So Dan, we gotta put a new radio in your truck.
Well, I don't. It's not going to be tomorrow.
Ah,
It has other plans, so it'll have to be a
the
different
van
day.
has other plans. It's got a hot date.
Yeah, the man's got other plans. It's gonna trying to find.
So that's what Jordy LaForge had to deal with. Huh.
What's that?
Oh,
Wood.
my headphones fell down in front of my eyes,
Oh,
and
Yeah, yeah. I don't
excuse
know how
me.
that works.
Ugh.
Interesting topic on that. I heard. I saw somewhere they did an interview with LeVar Burton, and he was saying that I guess he actually couldn't see out of those things for like the first few episodes when they filmed it. So he had to have like somebody walk him around set and put him in his spots, and then they remade him, I guess, so he could actually see out of them.
he's in
I'll pay
character. He's
attention.
in character.
Right. He was as blind as he could be.
What is that called? Method acting?
Yeah.
Why would you?
That's
Why would you
legit.
make the blind guy fly the starship? Did he ever? He flew the starship, right?
Yeah, when he started, he was
I think that my internet went out or something.
he was
What?
at the con
That one out.
or the helm.
Oh?
Jeez. Who puts a blind guy in charge of the ship? $1 trillion
But it's not like-
starship.
It's not like you're really do you think that really cost $1 trillion? What do you think a starship cost?
I don't know. You know,
Like the Enterprise.
they had no concept of money in the future. You ever know? Nobody ever paid for anything. It was always like,
Yeah.
They-
They finally got past that.
yeah, they just go to like the bar and it was like, oh, here you go, have a drink. They replicate their food. Nobody paid for anything.
Right.
Well, they were military. It was covered under,
So was it part of their deployment? Like, but they
I
got
would assume
civilians. Guinan was a
every-
civilian. She was the bartender.
everywhere
I don't think
else
it
in
was
the universe they
military.
used money. They used like gold pressed latinum and stuff like that.
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, I just thought it was
And-
always funny.
And in one of the last episodes where Ro Laren was trying to infiltrate the Maquis, and
Feel around.
Picard threw some coins down.
Well, but wasn't that was the money for the other races and stuff that the other, like, it wasn't their money. Like the Starfleet didn't have money. Like the Terrans or whatever they were didn't have money. They never referenced
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they never. Yeah, it's not like they went on a town and they paid for it. I wonder if that was
Yeah.
just a Starfleet thing.
I don't know.
That's a
Money-
good question.
There's no concept of money in the future. Man, that would that would make shit a lot easier.
Right.
No
That's
more
what I'm saying.
no more 1%er.
That's
We
what
have no
this whole
concept of
podcast
money
is
now.
about.
Yeah.
That's where we should
taking
be going towards.
Taking the money from the people? Wait, no, that's not how it works. Oh boy. So how'd the kids go down?
What?
That's a entertaining conversation.
Oh man. Yeah, they're at that age, huh?
Yeah. Just the last 2 nights just been a damn nightmare.
Oh, rough.
Nightmare.
Yes.
Did you apply for that
Extremely.
new position?
No, I was going to tonight. So, but since it's Friday, I guess I'll do it this weekend.
Now that place is further away from you, right?
It's hold on, let's see.
It's in the Dells.
two and a
isn't it?
half. It's 2.5 miles away.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, 1.8 miles away.
Nice.
So it takes my 600-foot drive to 2 miles. So it increases my commute.
That's cool.
So we'll see. See what happens. It'd be a seamless transition considering I was kind of doing the job anyways. So
yeah, but now you're more like there'd be more management role.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I'm
like you wouldn't
technically
be
in a
doing the
management role,
work,
and when I was there, I was still a management role. So
but you wouldn't
you
actually
know,
be doing the work, right? Because it's like a director position.
yeah. I mean,
So
I
you would
think they
just
want
direct
someone
people.
that yeah, they want. I think they want someone that's capable of doing the job.
Well, I
Maybe
mean,
do
shit,
some
that's
light wrenching.
you're like a perfect fit for that because you know the environment. You've already been there. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
guess as long as you didn't burn any bridges, but if you left to just do better by yourself, then they can't fault you for that.
Exactly. New management, sort of. So yeah, we'll
Oh,
see.
what the
See what
hell,
happens.
yeah. Be like, hey, I worked here before, and I changed my role a little bit. I improved my skill set, and I'd like to come back because this is the role I wanted.
That's the role I was hired for.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like if they weren't giving you that role before, then oh, look at you, man.
I need some
Excuse me.
more.
Sorry. Well, the chief that was there was supposed to be leaving, whether it was his choice or not, and he
Ah,
was supposed to be leaving. So I was brought in as the assistant to take over and run the department. Well,
you,
I was still running the department. I just didn't have the backup,
so you were the assistant to the general manager,
something like that. Yeah,
not the assistant manager.
yeah. No, I was the ass chief. I was the
uh,
chief of ass.
obscure office reference.
Mm-hmm.
Chief O'Brien?
Chief O'Brien,
Oh,
yes.
that would be great if I
You
go
were
there.
the
I'm changing my last name to O'Brien. I
you
am a Scottish lord.
Oh, there you go. That's right. You got your
Lard.
little like your 1 acre or your 1 by 1 square foot of land or whatever it is with the tree on it.
Yes, yes.
You
That's funny. I
you need
paid
to
200
ask to
bucks.
see the
I paid 200 bucks and I got one of those
tapestries.
too.
What's it, John?
I
The
said I paid
tapestries.
200 bucks and got one of those too.
Oh, ours was 50. It was
Oh,
50
maybe I'm
bucks
like
to
a
become
king
a.
then. I don't know.
He ain't got
Th-
shit all over him.
Yeah, I got shit all over me.
I
I got
want.
much
How do
filter.
you know he's a king?
If I ever come up with an
Dennis.
extra 150 bucks, I want to become a. I want to get knighted.
Ooh, there you go. Now
Yeah.
would they? Well,
It,
the
it's
queen. The queen couldn't do that for you, right? Who does that? Is that the queen? I don't even know who
it's
knights
the
people.
it's the queen, but in that micronation of Sealand, you can get knighted for like I think it's
Oh,
150 bucks.
that's the one that's
Mhm.
built
In
on the old oil
Florida?
rig or whatever.
Yeah, the oil rig.
It's an
Yeah,
old oil rig, like off the Gulf Coast or something, right?
I thought it
SeaWorld's in
was.
Florida.
No. It's called Sealand.
See,
It's an
Oh, is that
old
like
decommissioned
the
oil rig that a bunch of people bought and basically turned into a sovereign nation.
yeah, they turned
not
it into a micronation. Yeah.
not SeaWorld in California? Are they using
Hmm.
money?
Oh, maybe they could like totally host the podcast because they don't lack money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, to see. I wonder. I'll have to look into that. You know what?
Sealand.
If I'll try to become knighted by the micronation of Sealand and see what their currency is.
The Principality of Sealand, the world's
Well,
smallest country.
they got it. Are there people living there
Like a
on the
hundred people
oil
or something
rig?
like that, right?
Uh
150 people.
a functioning government, passports, permanent population, constitution, currency, stamps, and means to defend our sovereignty. I don't know how to
And
pronounce that.
if you become a, I think I was reading, if you become a knight and they go to war, you might be called to go to war
so you can
to
become a
defend.
duke. You can become a duke or duchess of Sealand for $630. A count or countess for $250. A sir or dame knighthood for only $125. A
So
bear
obviously there
a
is this
baron or
US
baroness.
dollars?
Yeah, US dollars on their website.
So yeah, so that's how they use that money to bring in probably food and stuff.
It's funny because it says they have a currency, but I wonder what their
They're,
currency is.
they live on the oil rig?
I don't get that.
Like, so are they fishing? And also, if you're a knight on an oil rig in all your armor, what if you fall in the ocean?
Right, you're
Wouldn't you
screwed.
rust?
Well, no, the oil keeps it from rusting, right?
Is it like that? Not Pour 15. What is that? The oil that you rub on like metal
Oh
and stuff.
yeah, for like when you like knives and stuff.
Oh
I mean,
no,
you
I'm talking like
you
underneath
still
the car.
Oh,
you'll
that's
still
like pour
sink to the
15.
bottom.
Right.
Is it Pour 15?
Two
No, it's
two
not
hundred
Pour
pounds of
15.
steel armor.
You won't be rusting, but you'll.
Yeah, you'll just sink to the bottom. Dude, they were
And they'll
founded
be-
in 1967. That's crazy.
Oh, but that was a way better time to be living on a out
Could
on
you
the ocean.
imagine being like a hippie in Sealand?
Yeah, are they paying like AT&T to run internet out there?
Well, they have a website, so they got to be paying somebody to maintain it.
They're using GeoCities still.
Oh my god. It's got
Fluid
the
film. That's it.
what is it?
Fluid film.
Oh, okay. Well, isn't that what Pour 15 is?
No, I thought Pour 15 was just a like a brush on or a
Oh, it's a rust
aerosol.
preventative. Yeah.
I need to get some of that for the underbelly of my Jeep, but
Your underbelly.
my underbelly.
Get in my belly.
I think
Get
they
in
call
my
that the
belly.
fupa, don't they?
Yeah, something like that.
A hookah?
Oh man, that's funny.
So have you heard about the new trailer?
Oh,
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Oh god.
here we go.
It's been Patty Melt's new like Bama Rush. She's been
Oh good
all.
lord.
Oh, dude, she was telling me that Travis Kelce, who's he's a high profile football player. He's the tight end for the Chiefs. He's
Yeah,
a stud football player. His stuff went up like 400%, like his jersey sales.
Yeah.
that's nuts. They said that I guess also the ticket sales skyrocketed because everyone thinks Taylor Swift's going to be there. Like she never officially came out and said she was going to be at the game this
Yeah.
week, but I guess like all of the Swifties, that's what they call themselves. They all bought tickets to go see the game because they want to see her.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
they're
you do realize you're not going to like see her other than like maybe in that box on the other side of the
Yeah,
stadium.
exactly.
Like you're not going to get to like shake her hand.
you have a better
Hey,
like a better view from the TV because they'll zoom in and
Oh
say, "Look,
yeah,
there she is."
yeah. I mean, it's like, why would you pay that? Like, I don't know. I mean,
Patty Mel says it's because all the Swifties are buying jerseys for their significant others to wear as a couple's Halloween costume.
oh God,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
you're
I could
probably
see
So,
that.
right. You're probably right.
so I mean, Patty Mel was talking about football last night when we were watching the game, and we were just chatting a little bit about it. She's not wrong.
I tell you, we went to the football game at the Dodgers College last week for that parent weekend.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Well, it was awesome. Weather was great. You know, it's Louisville, Kentucky, so it's like it's like middle of the country.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, the football game, like it's nuts. I'd never been to college football. Hell, I hadn't even been to college other than like to visit Dan and Jim. You know, when they were in college, it was like
No,
one or
yeah,
two
Purdue
times.
and Whitewater. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, dude, it's like a whole production that's like, it's like it puts like some NFL shit to shame. Like,
Oh God,
I was
especially the
like,
Bears.
yeah, like holy cow, like everybody like it's the college town basically because you go into Louisville and you're like in the college right there basically. It's in the middle of the damn city. So like everybody around is Louisville this, Louisville that, and everybody goes to the freaking game. There must have been like 60,000 people there. It was crazy, dude.
Oh,
Like
college football. Yeah.
yeah, like I didn't, and they're doing good. They're undefeated. Well, they're losing now to NC State, but dude, I don't know. Like everyone says that, like I guess whoever their quarterback is, my daughter is saying that I guess he's like really good, and he's
Not
a
General Booty.
sophomore. Yeah, he's not General Booty.
Their
And he's,
volleyball
If
team is
anybody,
good too.
if anybody doesn't
is
know,
it?
there is actually a quarterback for the Sooners. I think it was. His name is General Booty. I'm
General
waiting
Booty.
for him to get drafted because that's my number one draft pick.
Oh man.
I
There's
think.
also who's that guy? Haha Dix, Haha Clinton Dix.
Ha ha,
I don't think
Clinton
he's
Dix. Yeah.
playing anymore.
No, I think he died. I know.
I don't think he died. What the
No, I
hell?
don't think he died.
I don't know.
No, he's not.
But
Let's
yeah,
not do
college
that.
football, man. You get some of those college football, like the SEC or the Big 10 or Big 12 or whatever it is. You know, you get into some of that. You know, like
Yeah.
Bama.
Yeah.
When we went to that bar in Pensacola, and it was all they were talking LSU Tigers, Bama, Gators, the U, Miami University.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, it was. I turned to the one guy we were with, and I'm like, "Is this some sort of Southern college thing?" And he's like, "Yeah." Like he's like, "We
Yeah,
take it kind of
it's got to
down
be
here."
like everybody is so like hardcore over it. I mean, like it was weird because like it the energy in the stadium was like nuts. It was like off the charts. Like, and every time like anybody would score doing like awesome play, it was like all hell broke loose.
Amen to that. College football is a religion in the South.
It is.
Amen to that,
It's
Patty Melt.
I'll even go as far as to say it's just it's a religion. Like, cause I mean, I guess Kentucky could be considered South, but even up here, like ISU, NIU, like a lot of those Northwestern, those college teams, like dude, like it's crazy. Michigan,
Is
go blue.
Louisville in that? Is Louisville in the SEC?
I think they are.
Uh,
Or are they ACC?
They might be.
Because the SEC is really tough. That's where you have like Alabama and Auburn and
Football subdivision, the FBS. I've never heard of that. I'm wrong. Yeah, they're
Oh no, they're
ACC. They play in
ACC.
the
Yeah,
ACC. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Cardinals team. Yep.
that makes more sense. Okay.
But still, I mean, it's crazy. Like how I don't know. I think it's weird because like it's one of those things, and I would imagine like major like NFL, NBA, baseball, like the Cubs, the Sox. Like I think a lot of it's the same. You get the fans that are like hardcore, like it's all or nothing about the team, and then you get like people like us who just go because it's like, it's cool. I'll go, whatever, hang out. And I
An
mean, it's like
experience.
it is, and it's like weird because like we
We're
got
also
tickets.
Yankees.
Well, yeah, we're Yankees. We got the tickets, like, so they do this thing because it was parents' weekend, so they put all the parents in like one section of the stadium, and like you could tell that's just the way it is. And like we had tickets that were crazy, like high up at the freaking nosebleed, um, and like you're jammed in there literally like with tons of people, like thousands of other people. But like as soon as there's like a good player score, like you just everybody's on their feet and like it erupts and like I'm high fiving the guy next to me and I don't even know who he is. It's like
You don't even know who's playing.
yeah,
What's
it's like
going on.
what? How many innings are there? It's like
Yeah, exactly. Who won the Super Bowl? Who won
and it's
the?
like they do tailgating. Like, dude, like I never
Mm-hmm.
thought college football would have done like, but it's a thing. Like apparently all the fraternities and sororities do it. And then like parents who have like, hardcore, like they buy like you gotta rent a spot for tailgating out front. And there's
Well,
like
yeah.
tons like people do it like crazy out there.
Tailgating's an
Pretty.
art form.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, there's people like we'd go and I'd go like good to drink or something, and like you look out over the side of the stadium, and there's people who literally they go to the game just to tailgate. They don't even go into the game. They're just
Mm-hmm.
sitting in the parking lot like playing bags and drinking beer.
Yeah, it's
That's
well, it's
awesome.
probably cheaper. It's something to do.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's I just the sheer amount of people too. Like it's nuts.
the Bourbon Trail. I'd like to do the Bourbon Trail down that way.
Yeah,
That'd
there's
be fun.
they actually so we also went. It was this Louder Than Life festival, and I guess it's like this huge rock concert type thing they do at the fairgrounds, and they had something there. I guess one of the tents they were doing like a bourbon sampling thing that I saw on their website. But like, dude, like I think between that and the football game, like and the parents' weekend, like it's just so many people. Like everywhere was crammed full of people. It was
Oh yeah,
crazy.
parents' weekend. So yeah, exactly.
That's fun. Actually, I'm gonna go down Friday. I got off. I'm gonna go pick her up because she's got a 4-day weekend. So we're gonna go get her and bring her back home. My wife's
Nice.
gonna take her back on Monday.
That should be fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's a 5-hour drive, roughly. I mean, give or take an hour if you stop and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's not like you're driving crazy far away to get anywhere. But she's far enough that it's like she goes away to school.
Mm-hmm. No, that should be fun. Let's see. Sorry, I had a question, a listener question.
Uh-oh, is it directed at Dan?
Some listeners.
Yeah, we
Why
did
is it
that.
directed at Dan? I'm deaf in one ear. I can't listen.
What?
Exactly. Is male pattern baldness, did it evolve to keep men committed to their families?
What?
like
Well,
so like they wouldn't get like cheated on or hit on by other women?
Yeah. I mean, that bald is beautiful thing just kind of came through. So,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
I don't understand though. Like there's, and maybe it's only
struggling
recently,
with it.
hasn't like that bald is beautiful thing been
say
like
maybe 20 years.
yeah, I mean like that's like a big thing. Like there's a lot of people that are like bald that people seem to think are attractive, and I don't know. I mean, I got an oddly shaped head. I don't think I would look good bald, but
Yeah, yeah, no, I'd look like, yeah. I did that. I shaved my head. I mean, I didn't bick it, but I shaved my head when Corona hit. When I was ironically at the
yeah.
Abbey. Because I needed a haircut and we had just gotten locked down and I was a little shaggy. So I was like, mm,
Bust out the
kind of,
clippers.
yeah, I kind of need to do something
Uh,
now because who knows when I'm going to get a haircut. And I was like,
maybe.
screw it. And I started shaving it, Then the
Yeah.
kids were cracking up and Patty Melt was cracking up.
Hey,
And then
that
I
grows
started
back.
having fun with yeah, exactly. And then I started having fun with this.
Yep.
I'd had this for a little bit. I
Fu
did just a
Manchu.
regular mustache. I went back to just having a goatee. Actually, I think I first started back with the chin straps. Got rid of those, grew this, let this grow a little longer. I had fun with my facial
Pretty.
hair.
Yep. Hey Dan, how's the car
But,
driving after we screwed your
What
hood
do
up?
I don't know. I don't drive it.
Oh
I
no.
assume it's fine. I assume no one said anything. I haven't got any calls from the police, so
Nice. Dan,
yeah.
your hood of your car is in the middle of 64.
it's nice
You
to
own a
see.
red hood from a Honda Civic?
Hey,
No?
when I had my '01, my carbon fiber hood, somebody in this chat decided that they were going to forget to latch it, and mine flew up,
What?
shattered the carbon. Yeah, that's why I had 4 hood
Well,
points.
that's why you don't use it on submarines.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Way to go, you
That's why,
deep sea
yeah,
vessel.
yeah, I was a dumbass. I was not happy.
Yeah,
That was like a
division.
$500 hood.
How do I make
Yeah, I
this
was
work?
surprised. Like when we looked at Dan's, it was like, I don't know, it took us forever to get the damn thing off after we closed it. And then
I think
like
so. Oh, that was nothing.
that's true. But dude,
That
like
was
so
nothing.
so we talked about that, Eric, because we totally missed the last podcast, but
Mm-hmm.
it where you and I were saying that it looked like somebody drilled into his hood. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
Dan was saying that like it looked like when the guy did the oil change or something, I think he said, Dan, or the guy looked at it. They might have done that to pop open the hood because you can't,
Right.
the way the hood was mushed down, like you couldn't reach under to get your
Yeah.
finger on the latch. And then like the latch, so the latch is weird. Like you know how they got the cable that's got the
Mm-hmm.
tension that pulls on the spring? Well, there's that like
Yeah.
little plastic spacer and it slides into the slot on the
Mm-hmm.
latch, and then the cable pulls inside of it and
Mm-hmm.
pulls the spring. Well, that spacer was broken, so the cable was still connected, but it just didn't have any tension to pull against because the spacer is busted. So like I just grabbed some pliers and like we twisted it and pinched it, and like the cable just stuck in there. But I mean, it works.
Hey,
It's
it's not ghetto if it works.
yeah. I mean, it's like I don't, if you could replace the cable, that's probably a hell of a job because you got to fish it through the fender and all that shit back to the firewall there.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not hard, but it's just a pain. Uh-oh.
Oh no, his internet died.
Uh-oh. Is that a sign of things to come with the flooding in New York?
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I saw that. You mentioned that. I saw that earlier. I was like, what the heck is going on? Like they got a lot of rain or something, right? Um,
I have no idea. I've seen a few videos here and there, and I don't know.
well, there was. I thought there was like a tropical storm or something that went up the coast. I thought because
Was that it?
last weekend it went through like North Carolina and was going up north. I'm wondering if that's like the fallback
Maybe.
or
Damn.
fallout. I'm not sure. Yeah, some of the videos are like the stuff like that's crazy. But I
I'm just
mean,
watching the thing. Did Walmart CEO issued a statement about a day ago saying that he's willing to shut down all the Walmarts
there he
because
is.
they keep losing money in theft. Yeah, they're losing.
Target's closing 9 stores in the city, in and around the city of Chicago due to theft.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, he's willing to shut down all the stores.
Yeah.
All of them.
No, all of them. Hmm.
Whatever. You know what the thing is. These guys are just going to do. They're just going to shift to online like Amazon.
Right.
Yeah, Circuit City is still alive.
What?
Yeah. So they actually
Get
have
out of
They're
here.
stores.
online.
They're
Yeah.
online and they have stores in Canada. They never backed
Oh,
out of Canada.
I'm gonna order some lumber from Handy Andy online.
Hell yeah.
Circuit City forever, man. Circuit City forever.
What was
Just circuits.
what was their version of Geek Squad? Fire Dog? I think it was Fire
No, I
Dog,
don't
right?
know. No, I don't remember. I don't think they ever had anything
I thought they
like
did.
name. Because I know the mobile install bay became Geek Squad, and we had the Road Shop, which is where I worked for what
Well,
8 years.
Geek Squad was Best Buy. I thought Circuit
Yeah,
City had Fire Dog. Or no, that was like their computer thing, wasn't it?
that doesn't sound familiar. But there was a lot of alcohol consumed in those days, so
Yeah, okay. Circuit City Fire Dog.
hmm.
I
Huh.
Circuit
need.
City 5. Maybe it'll jog a memory if I look at this.
There you go. It looks it's like a dog jumping through a hoop.
Is it on fire?
Oh, that would be so awesome.
I don't remember that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I do remember that. I think I had left at
Like
that
it
point.
should be.
I think I had gone at that point. Streetcar Mike. Because it's just what I needed. But let's see, what else? What else other stuff? Did you hear the Washington Commanders are getting sued again?
Good.
What?
They're getting sued by the Native American Guardians Association, which is trying to get the Commanders to change their name back to the Redskins. Reason being
Amazing.
is the logo that used to be on the Redskins helmet was an actual person. It's Chief Whitecalf. And they figured every time they went out on that field, they were honoring Chief Whitecalf as they were battling on the football field with the same honor and integrity and courage. And they should continue to honor that.
Wow.
I stand behind that 100%.
So they want to change their name?
They want the Commanders to change their name back to the Washington Redskins.
Oh, so they actually want them to change the name back.
They want
Okay.
it, yeah, because the way they viewed it, at least according to the article I read, is that they were going on the battlefield, so to speak. I mean, proverbially, to battle another opponent, and it was the way they looked at it. It was honoring that chief.
Well, I mean, I guess that's cool and that makes sense. I think I think people just got so fucking soft the last like decade. I swear, like that was never. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we've talked about this and beaten this horse to death on the podcast, but it's like, you know, Mrs. Butterworth has been around for how long? You know, Famous Amos has
Uncle
been
Ben.
around for how long? Uncle Ben, Aunt Jemima, like all these like decades that I remember growing up as a kid 30 years ago. Now they're deciding that somebody's offended by this shit. Where were you people 30
Mm-hmm.
years ago? I mean, it's not like racism is some new thing.
Aunt Jemima and all that. I don't necessarily see that as possibly being racist. Redskins, okay. I
Maybe.
mean, I can
I
understand
guess,
that.
yeah.
Because whether or not it is, I was always taught that that was a derogatory term for the Native
Well,
American
I
people.
mean,
So
is it any different than like saying, "Oh, you're a Pollock or you're a Wop or you're a Dago"? I
see,
mean,
I would say it would be I would consider that
yeah,
to be the same
yeah.
thing.
Like you don't have the Washington Dagos. They're not, you know, like you're not going to see a
It'd
team
be the
name
New
pop
York.
up like, yeah, New York
That'd be the New
Dagos,
York
right?
the New York Dagos. Yeah,
Like, come
yeah.
on. I mean,
But I was always taught that that was derogatory towards them, and
I see. But
if they're
my
suing to get it back, then
that
I'm
is
still gonna
cool.
think
That
it's
is cool. I mean, that's
derogatory
mad
because
respect because, but like, I don't. You know, whenever what is it like 40 years ago? Whenever the hell they came up with these names, I really doubt at that time it was like a bunch of guys sitting around the table going, "Gee, what can we name this team to be the most offensive name ever?" Oh, let's call them the
yeah,
Redskins. Like, come on. I mean, like that was probably so far out of the picture.
yeah, because I think the elementary school I work at, I think it was something similar because we used to be the Warriors, and
Okay,
now we're the Wildcats, which
yeah.
come on, okay, you're
Well,
you're a Warrior.
so the Warriors here they didn't change their name, the grade school, but the high school, it used to be a Lancer. They had the Knight. I guess they
Hmm.
can't
Still is a
use.
Lancer.
I thought they changed it though. Like they had to change the logo.
No, the last
No.
couple of years when we had volleyball games there were the Lancers. There's a
Okay.
really cool motif on the wall, the
Yeah.
knight
Where he's
crashing through the
like coming
wall.
through the
Oh
wall. Yeah.
shit! Now
Yeah,
look at Dan with that big brain, you know,
Motif.
motif.
don't get
Ooh, look at the
jealous.
big. Yeah, hey,
I'm jealous because you went to college. You got that education.
Yeah,
one of
didn't
the
you? You
the
guys
the
went to college.
Well, community college. I
well,
mean,
I
technical
flunked
It's
out of
college.
community
college.
college. I flunked out.
Hey, just because
Um,
Eric
Yeah,
worked there doesn't mean he went there.
well, the problem with that, well, I had a joke. I was going to insult myself, but I'll do it in a second. Uh, I worked at a college. Everything was free except for books.
I was
So
gonna
it
say
was
you could have
here's
gone to school
here
for free. Yeah.
here's the listing of you know things you can study. Pick one. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, okay, what do I want to study? Everything is free. Do I go back to what I started? Because I started at Harper in sports medicine. Then I changed to business and accounting and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, what do I want to do?
Yeah.
And it was kind of overwhelming, to be honest with you. But
Well,
I
but
was I
I
was
mean
gonna show. Sorry,
that's a good thing though, is like you had that opportunity to be like, hey, you work here, get an education here. Like,
I would
why
be.
not?
I'd have 9 more years if I would have stayed there. I'd have 9 more years, and then I could have retired.
Like given the fact that like my work is pretty much remote wherever, and we've got people all over the country now, like we seriously thought about like moving down to Kentucky because the wife is like, hey, if I work at the school, she could go for free because it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
like school's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
that
Oh
is.
yeah.
It's all about profit.
And like I don't, so we get loans. We're doing the typical parent thing where you get freaking loans, and it sucks because like they're designed to basically keep you or your children indebted for life because it's like you don't pay the loan off as long as you're going to school. So like,
Mm-hmm.
she wants to get into legal or law or politics and do, a master's program. I mean, you're talking 8 years or more in college. Like That's a lot of money. And now I can see why, like, when people come out of school with, $1 million debts because the guy wanted to be a brain surgeon.
I read something earlier. I guess some sort of student loan forgiveness went through. Some 82-year-old logged into her student loan account,
Oh my God.
and some of it was paid off. She's 82 years old,
Yeah.
and she had 175 grand in debt.
Yep.
Student loan debt. You're
Now,
82.
now
Now, according to
that
the
could have been
story,
severe lack on her part to repay.
yeah, reading more into the story. Well, one, how does an 82-year-old get $175,000 in
Well,
debt
so I'll tell you how,
with student
because they're
loans?
they're designed to basically keep you paying. So like right now, if
No,
we
they make
wanted to
money.
pay, yeah, if we wanted to pay, we could pay the interest only. And it's like $30 a month or whatever it is. Okay,
I'd start that.
she's got like 80 grand in loans right now, and that's only her second
Mm-hmm.
year. Like, you're never gonna pay that off at $30 a month, because once the interest kicks in after you're out of school, your interest is gonna be more than your payment. And I mean, it's the same shit with
Mm-hmm.
credit cards. You get a
Yeah,
30%
exactly.
rate on the credit card. Well, that's why people carry giant freaking balances from card to card, because who the hell's gonna pay off a 30% interest?
Yeah, this lady in question, I was reading more into the story. She didn't pay enough a month to even cover the interest, so
Yep,
it started
yep.
to accumulate.
But
So,
they're
I mean,
designed,
there's a
they
reason.
tell you can do that. So it's like there's no penalty other than like, oh, you just, the loan extends out longer. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Like, she's 86, prime example, or whatever the hell she
Yeah,
It's
you're not going to
just
get 175,000 from
No,
her.
no.
She's going to be dead in 10 years probably.
Well,
No
and I
offense,
don't
ma'am. Rest in peace when it does
I don't
happen. And
know how that
good for you.
works, because like I know when they say you get like credit card debt or debts that like your parents own, if they pass, they don't pass it on to you. That's not how the debt works. But the
well, where
student
does it go?
loans, well, I don't know. I guess that's the thing, is like if you look at like credit card companies, they
I think
always
they
put
write it off.
yeah, they put pressure on people. But if you be like, hey, that person died, that's not my responsibility. Here's a certificate of death. It's not there. It's not your problem, because it wasn't
Yeah.
your debt. Like if your dad passed and left, thousands in credit card debt, your mom may be responsible. I wouldn't think so though, unless it was like a joint account. But
I
like,
would think if it's a joint account, yeah.
but if they came after you, say you were the only one left, you'd be like, screw you. It's not my account. Like, it wasn't mine. Just because I'm his sick kid doesn't mean I'm paying for his credit card debt.
Exactly.
And I don't know if loans are the same way or not, but I would assume it's similar.
I would assume it's so, yeah, because I mean, I'm on Patty Melt's student loans now, so I'm
Yeah,
on the hook. She's got 75,000 in student
that's
loans.
crazy. And she's still
Ugh.
going to school, isn't she?
No, she's done.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't she just get her master's?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, she did that, but it I was gonna make fun of myself because I was talking to um one of the Mexican ladies at work, Haladia, and she speaks good English, but I speak a little bit of Spanish, but I'm not
You also speak
fluent.
good English? Oh.
No, actually, I joked with her because she's like, we should probably, so I learned better Spanish. Let's speak Spanish a little more. I'm like, hold on, lady. Let's slow our roll. Let me speak English first. Let me get to learn English better. Case in point, Patty Melt said a word the other day to me. I looked at her. I go, what? What the fuck? What did you just say? What does that word mean? I have never heard that word in my life. So she college educated. She learned.
She
Well,
learned
don't
in
keep
you.
us. What was the word?
Yeah, what's the word?
I don't even remember what the
You
word
can't leave
was.
us on the
Now,
hook like
you got to
that.
go text her and ask her, because you can't leave us like that.
Let me ask Patty Melt what was the word. Let's see. She probably doesn't remember.
Bird? Bird the word?
Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word.
What the word is I had never heard the other day. She's probably sitting on the couch like, you're an idiot.
Damn
I love
kids.
Patty Melt. I put words in her mouth, kind of talking trash to me. She would never say that to me. She would never, be like, "Oh, you're a dummy" or anything like that. She would never do that.
Yeah.
I would joke to myself about that, and say Patty Melt would say that, but she would never say that. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. She's my beautiful Patty Melt, and she's not going to respond.
Fall asleep.
Maybe she hasn't been feeling so hot the last couple days, so if she
Man.
did fall asleep, whatever. Let her fall asleep. I slept. I've actually the last few nights. Um, I've passed out on the couch.
What?
Like
Why?
didn't e- the one night
Just talk.
I kind of what is today? Wednesday night. Wednesday night I was kind of like, maybe I should sleep on the couch, but I didn't grab a pillow or a blanket or anything like that. And I'm like, just go to bed. It'll be fine. Because she was really sick Wednesday night,
Yeah.
and I intended on coming to bed, and I didn't. And yesterday, shit, I didn't even make it through the fourth quarter of the football game.
Oh, Jesus.
On your
So
age.
just passed right out. I mean, just the blanket, sort of a pillow, and just she woke up at 12:30. I don't remember to do something, and she's like, "You coming to bed?" Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Right
Is
back
sort of
out.
pillow like the My Pillow competitor?
Sort of
Um,
pillow.
we had a My Pillow. We
Oh,
actually had
you
a My
did not.
Pillow.
You did not buy that
Oh,
communist pillow,
he's
did you?
he's he's a stock owner. He owns stock in My Pillow.
Oh my God. That guy's a
Mm-mm,
communist.
mm-mm.
I can hear it in his
What?
voice.
He's not a communist.
He's a
That's
communist.
retarded. But no, we my in-laws had them, and they didn't like them, so they
He'll
asked us if we
suffocate us
wanted
with
to
socialism.
try them, and
It's not my pillow, it's our pillow.
I was not a no offense, I was not a fan of the My Pillow. So
Oh,
sorry, Chuck Liddell, Mike Liddell, whatever your name is.
Mike Lindell with
I'm
my
not
pillow.
Lindell. Yes,
isn't
that's it.
isn't that the guy who ran the baseball camp? No.
No.
Who's the guy where all the baseball videos with Fred McGriff? Oh, never mind.
Oh
Anyway,
shit! I want a taser.
we
I don't
should
even
come
want
up
to
with an
know.
R pillow. I liked that
The
idea.
our pillow? It's
Yeah,
not
and
my pillow, it's our pillow.
it's got like a picture of Lenin on it or something.
Wait, maybe
V.I. Lenin.
can we make it look like the Berlin Wall, like the
Well,
pattern?
we should have V.I. Lenin's face on the front, and on the back it says "I'm the Walrus."
Oh my
Actually,
God.
there's a different pillow out there. I
Cuckoo
think
to
my
shoot.
It's called their pillow.
sister-in-law. I think my
The
sister-in-law. Well, it is
sister-in-law
their pillow.
pillow?
I think she
That's a
has
little
one.
creepy.
No, maybe my mother. Maybe my mother-in-law has a new one. My mother and
Oh,
father-in-law have a new one. That's supposedly really good. So I
we'll
don't know.
suffocate the capitalism out of you.
Nice.
I sleep on the floor upstairs with a blanket and a squishmallow most of the time. So
Oh,
I'm whatever.
floor pillow.
Something like that. I don't want to know what you guys are
Squishmallow.
sending. Yeah, I use the sister-in-law pillow. Yes, a squishmallow.
Those squishmallows are
Yeah,
pretty cool, man.
they're nice and soft. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when
Is that
you're
like a
drooling on them in the middle of the night. You're not,
beanbag? What are we talking about here?
I don't know what it is. It's like
Um,
really squishy, literally.
Oh, I
yeah,
should not
no,
have clicked
not.
this link.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that either.
It's an
No, John, not at
Amazon
all.
item. Come
No,
on.
no,
No.
no, 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 no.
Are those
Nope.
are those like did Amazon is that what they look like when you get it, or did Amazon do that?
I
The
think
orange.
they blur that out because if you look at the picture,
Or
they're
is that what like Asian people really look like because they're always blurry in those videos?
well, like look at the other pictures where it's got like the do not enter sign over everything. I think that's what they really look
Oh
like in real
yeah.
life.
Do not enter.
Like
Mm,
that's what they really
Oh,
look like in real life.
funny. Yeah.
yeah, no, thanks.
Peach skin fabric,
Yeah. Apparently that's a thing in Asia.
which has high cost performance.
Yeah, I love
Oh.
the English explanation. pink skin.
Strong enough for a man. Digital printing. Well, how else do they print it?
The waifu pillowcase.
Strong enough for a man, pH balance for a woman.
Oh God. They need to bring back what's his name? Oh God, what was his name? The guy that did the Old Spice commercials.
No, not Terry Crews.
Terry Crews did them, but the other guy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh man, I can't remember what the hell he was.
Delete that so my wife doesn't think that I'm.
What? Tell her you want it.
Yeah, maybe she's gonna get it for Christmas. Oh.
Did you see in Loki season 2? Supposedly Andrew Garfield's going to be in it.
Why is it taking them so long to do this second season? Hasn't the first one been out like 5 years?
Probably because of the writer's strike.
Dude, it's been 5 years. The strike has only been going on since like
It
January.
takes a long time to write a good story.
AI wrote shit for me in like a couple minutes. Come on. Some of those shit's probably better than half these people in Hollywood.
Writers are people too, John.
I don't see.
You don't think they are?
No. I think I think some of these writers, like, I get why they'd be pissed, where they say, "Oh, I don't want them to write these using AI," but like I've always said this, like with AI, like it's not gonna take jobs so much. I think it's gonna enhance jobs. Like if you're a writer and you feed it a script and you say like, "How can I improve this?" or find spelling errors and shit like that, it's going to do it 100 times quicker than any kind of, person's going to read through the script or a transcript or anything and find shit that people are going to miss. But like, if you're just saying, "Hey, I want you to write this story for me," and then you just cut and paste that as a film script, like it's not going to be the same because there is a lot of errors and problems with it. Oh no, I'm not gonna click.
With ChatGPT or what?
Well, there is, yeah. So like my daughter said, like the professors at her school are saying that like if you use ChatGPT or any of the other AI that are out there to write, articles or write your essays or papers, and they find out about it, you're basically going to get failed out of that class immediately. Well, the problem is not the people that use it for like research, because if you go online and you look up Wikipedia or you look up Encyclopedia Britannica or whatever, and you cite those as sources for your data, that's okay. It's the people that word for word basically just copy paste it out of those sources, ChatGPT, Wikipedia, whatever, and turn it in as their own. Because they're clearly not using it to the capability that it was designed. I mean, it's big. I see it as a tool. Like I use it all the time to find shit out now, and like to write PowerShell script, because it's like I'll Google a PowerShell code and be like, "Oh, here it is," and then I'll go to ChatGPT and be like, "I want to use this script to do this," and it'll come up with all these solutions, and then I just got to try them, and I can tailor them to whatever I need them to do. It's a hell of a lot easier than trying to figure out how to do it myself, trial and error.
Or trying to read through Stack Overflow.
Yeah, or those other ones where it's locked behind a paywall.
Yeah.
I'm just as confused as the rest of you what they're talking about. That's all right.
Oh, come on, man! You went to college.
See,
I'm an end user. I shut it out, turn it on and off.
You're an end user, but your job, and there's tons of jobs out there that are not going to be taken by AI. You're not going to find an AI guy or an AI robot that's going to go build a house or put plumbing together or run electrical and all that shit. It's not going to happen. I don't know.
Part of my job is because it's such a small school. There are times where I do have to pick up some of the custodial work. Right. I have seen robots that, and I could probably find them and send it to you, where there's a robot that cleans bathrooms.
I mean, there are robots that serve food, right?
There's
Yeah.
a ro-
You guys have
there's a
seen
there's
those?
a there's a
There's
big
a
robot vacuum, Johnny Whiz. Once they get the
Johnny
programming
Whiz.
down where it can go hallway, room to room to room to room to room, excuse me,
But
where you map it and stuff like that.
It's
but
just
okay.
using Roomba technology.
Yeah, but so
Sort
here's the
of,
thing.
yes.
Here's the thing. To me, that's time consuming shit that nobody really wants to do. Because it's like if you're the guy doing it and you're pushing around this vacuum through 200 classrooms in a school, you're saying to yourself, God damn it, I got to do this other shit. I got to fix that light bulb. I got to fix that socket. I got to fix that toilet. If you had a robot or some shit that did that for you, you could go knock out that electrical, plumbing, other issue that a robot is not going to have reasoning to look at it and go, oh, gee, why is this light socket not working? You got to trace the circuit, figure out where it is. Like, there's got to be a fucking robot that does that. Not now, at least. Probably not for not for another 50 years.
I was going to say 50, 100 years.
It's not going to happen anytime soon. So,
I'll be dead by the time they come
for
up
a
with something
robot
like
to
that.
do the menial work, a robot to clean the bathroom. Who the fuck wants to clean a bathroom? I don't care who you are. Nobody likes cleaning a bathroom. Like put a fucking robot in there and do it because it ain't gonna bitch about it and it'll do it 24/7. You want something to take out the garbage. Get a robot to take out the garbage. Roll around the halls, pick up the can, go dump it out in a dumpster, whatever. You're done. It makes your job easier and it saves you time and it saves the school time because they're not paying overtime. They're not paying 2 or 3 people to do the job. Is it taking jobs?
But what about those people? Yeah.
Well,
so now we got to
because now you got a robot. Yeah, you got a robot that vacuums. You got a robot to clean a toilet.
I get it, but that's where I see the benefit because
you like using self checkout, don't you?
No, I can't stand self checkout because if I'm doing the work, why are they charging me the same fucking price?
Yeah, I want my employee, discount.
Yeah, if I gotta stand there and swing it, we went to the Home Depot. I bought a bunch of shit at the self checkout. I got the little gun. I'm scanning the shit in the cart. The lady standing there next to me. Oh, do you want to open a Home Depot cart? I could save you $50. Blah blah blah. I felt like handing her the fucking gun and be like, scan my cart. Maybe I'll consider it. Like,
exactly.
Come on, what are they paying you to stand here and push credit cards now? Come on.
We go to Target. We'll get our cart. We'll have the girls. And would it be faster for me to just scan it and get out of there? Nope. Don't care. I stand in line. I'm not.
They got one register open.
And they got like 30 of them.
Yeah.
That's been a thing for Walmart and all those stores for 15 years, 20 years. Well, why you got 300 registers and 2 of them open?
We talked about this last week, the Walmart, because I did that oil change and I finally found the Walmart near me's got the oil. I go in there and sure enough, they added like another 10 self-checkout lines. So now there's like the standard quick self-checkout where it's like a small little thing. They've got regular like actual
belt fed, yeah,
like a whole checkout line, but it's self-scan.
Yeah.
Like so, you put your shit on the belt, you sit there and do it yourself. Like they just basically reversed the role now on me. Like they played that fucking Uno reverse card, and they're making you do the checkout.
And then they drop the +2 when you go to pay the bill.
Right. Draw 4.
Draw 4. Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
They're just playing Uno with us.
Right. Cocksuckers.
I'd leave the cart there. I would just leave the cart right there. I'd be like, if that was all that was open.
Yeah,
And then you're going to yell at me if I misscan something.
Right.
Well, I wasn't trained.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
trained to work your system.
I didn't sign a W-2 form. I'm not employed here.
I'm not.
How do you misscan something?
No, people will misscan things or to misscan them to kind of cheat the system.
Yeah, the guy takes the $1 pack of gum versus the $20 pack of batteries. And he scans the pack of gum instead.
Granted, you could get $100 lawn chairs for a dime. I mean,
I don't know what you're
with a
talking
human
about.
at a register. I was using that
70 cents.
I was doing self-checkout before self-checkout was a thing.
Yeah, Dan was an innovator.
I was using that as an example. There was no
Oh, the good
implication
old
or
days.
I don't. There's a statute of limitations, I'm sure, on that.
I might still be in jail because there was no safety act then.
They're retroactively going to put you in prison.
We
Do
heard
you
about your
remember in
70-cent lawn chairs.
1998 when Mankind
that-
threw the Undertaker off of Hell in the Cell onto a stack of plastic lawn chairs?
and that was in 1998.
Yes.
No, I wasn't working for Handy Andy then, but
Oh, Jesus.
what do you think ever happened with any of the paperwork from there? Did it get like shredded, burned? Does
Dude, they
somebody
still
have
have
it?
that like old, like freaking like crappy mainframe system in the back. Who is that old lady? Remember that did all the pricing? She was like the only one who knew how to run that damn computer.
It wasn't like Karen or anything
No,
like that,
no, it
right?
was the little old lady. She was one of those people. She was like so old where she walked with the hunch, and she had like the bun, and her hair was like just all gray, and she wore the glasses. She'd sit in that room with that computer in front of that green screen and sit there and clack away on that keyboard like all fucking day.
Ting, 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 ting,
Yeah.
ting, 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 ting. Yeah. I don't remember her, but
Fucking Ivan
I wonder
pissing on the
what some of those
wall.
people. Yeah, right. I wonder what what's his name, the Patel, what he was doing, what he's up to.
Oh, foot ankle. God, that guy.
Yes.
Who was the guy in hardware worked with Rich?
The bald guy?
Don?
Not John. Was it John?
No, Don.
Oh, Don. Yes, Don. That's right. And then that guy Mike that had the tigers. He worked in lumber. The big guy with the long hair.
He put the piece of wood as his bumper.
No, that was the other guy. The other guy, Mike, with the long hair. He had like long blonde hair. Michelle was like dating him for a while.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
He had the tigers. Like he had Mike. I thought was his name, wasn't he? He had the tigers.
Yeah, I think so.
He one of the guys I worked with at the last place actually knew him from the VW club because they both drove VWs and they were in the same club. And he's like, he actually worked at UL with that guy from electrical. I was like, holy shit, like full circle.
What a small world, yeah.
Or was it electric? Kevin Bacon? Maybe, I don't know. Was it electrical or no? It was the guy in seasonal, right? Worked at UL.
Mitch?
He used to
Paul?
Paul, yes.
Paul,
He used to come in at like
yes.
6 o'clock after he left his 9 to 5. He'd show up and work for like 3 hours, and I was like, dude, why are you working here? Like, you work at UL. Like, you get to break shit for a living. Why would you come work here?
And what do you think ever happened to Reggie?
Oh my God, he was on Drew Paul's Drag Race.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Sorry.
I miss Reggie.
Paul.
Reggie was a good dude. Or the reback chick.
Oh my God, Fran
Volt. I looked him up on Facebook not that long ago.
Yeah, we talked about him. I think on one of the episodes.
Yeah.
He used to have that house that he got because he used to do the ice sculptures there on it was like 83 or whatever. And
He
then
he lives in Rockford.
yeah, he still does the ice sculptures out there for the town. I think like in their town center, or at least he did. I think the last time we looked him up. Because he lived in that house, and then they were going to do the road construction and expand the road. So they bought all those houses and basically kicked everybody out.
He looks the same. How does he look the same?
Oh my God, that guy hasn't aged in forever.
Is he a vampire? Like, he looks the same. Do we have any mutual friends?
That's not what I want.
Holy cow.
So I think the eventuality, though, is that they're going to get rid of stores and go online, John. I think you're right.
That's the only thing I can think of, or you're going to end up with shit like that Amazon store where you put it in the cart and like
then
you
we're-
either scan it with
Actually,
your phone
I
or
was going to
like
talk
it
about that.
bills you.
And then they're going to find out, because then what are we all going to do? Like, there's not going to be any reason for people, because they're going to save costs.
They're just going to
And
get
then
rid
they're
of
AI is
gonna
going to
people,
be doing everything.
Robots
They're just gonna
stock
put-
the shelves.
shoot us at Mars.
They're just going to put us in warehouses and have us like box the stuff up to be shipped out to ourselves. Like it'll be just a giant pyramid scheme.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us they were going to put us in warehouses, kind of like the Matrix, where
Yeah,
like
to power the
on a
robots.
pod is like a copper top.
We're gonna power the
No, it'll be
robots.
to give us purpose. You gotta read the book. Shit.
You think I know? Read it. There's a book called Shit.
Oh,
No,
I'm sure there's a book
There
called
probably
Shit.
you
is.
think? Yeah, there probably is. You
Um,
think you assume I can read?
I brought it up before, where AI ends up in charge of everything, and then humans they get
Well, I
rid of
mean
pay,
That's
and
called
it just
called
has humans
Terminator.
do work
yeah,
because they need something to do.
that's like, I mean, Terminator, Matrix, any of those, you know,
Matrix, yeah.
what was the one with Will Smith?
iRobot.
iRobot.
Oh,
I
iRobot.
mean,
Yeah, good. I like
like
that one.
all of that is basically that same premise, that like the doom and gloom of like what happens with AI, and that's what like you listen to like Elon Musk and he preaches how bad AI will be. I, like
Don't listen
it,
to Elon Musk.
well, the problem is AI and these computer systems and all this crap, these robots, Boston Dynamics, all these other fucking robots, they're made by people. You, me, Elon Musk, whoever. The
Yeah, but what
problem
happens
is,
when they're not made?
well,
by people?
that's the problem. Well, I don't know that we're ever going to get to that point, at least not in my lifetime, so I don't really care. The problem is when you get people who have those intrusive thoughts and let those take over. Because then those are the crazy fucks that make the robots that go kill people or go to war or go, you know, march down a street and shoot everybody because there's
You
no
have Skynet
recourse.
to kind of
Yeah, like
protect us.
those are the people that we need to watch out for. Like, I don't care about the robots. I don't care about the computer program that's gonna go write a book or whatever. Like, I care about the idiot that's gonna use it maliciously. You know, these hackers in China and Russia that are breaking into bank accounts. And yeah, that's great, but what happens when they start breaking into a freaking robot from Boston Dynamics? You know, an Atlas robot that's a 600-pound, you know, behemoth. That who's going to stop that if it runs rampant?
They're Wi-Fi enabled, right?
What was the
I'm
name of their Wi-Fi
I'm
enabled?
sure they've got some kind of kill switch, but
Or like a
because
satellite, you know?
so the one Spot, the dog that they make,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
there's several different companies now out of China and Japan that make knockoff versions of that.
Of course there is.
There's a guy on YouTube. The guy, I did a thing. It's a hilarious YouTube channel. He's from Australia. He teamed up with a bunch of different YouTubers. They bought a knockoff one and they mounted an MP5 to it. Brandon Herrera did a video on it. He's like, it's the most terrifying. Yeah, he said it's the most terrifying thing he's ever seen because it's basically a remote controlled MP5 running around on a battlefield.
Yeah, but an MP5 is only
Well,
if it's a legit MP5, it's full auto.
It was.
How are you going to reload it?
Well, that's the thing, is he said in the recoil lifted the whole freaking thing up. Like you could see in the video, it was like all over the place. But the concept and the point is that they did that. Yeah. Like what's next? You know, an RPG, an M60, a M16, or whatever. You know, but
suicide. Yeah.
So Boston Dynamics has always said that they will never sell their robots to anybody who's going to arm them. But they have military contracts. Now, I don't know what they're using them for. They were using the bigger version of Spot, the mule, to carry shit like onto the battlefield. Like it's basically like a
and
wagon.
You've seen police departments with Spot.
Yeah. But they have a method. They said that if it's ever done that way, they can shut it off because they do like over the air updates. Like Teslas and other like, you know, automated cars and shit.
But
this Chinese company, like they don't. These guys are like, yeah, they wrote us an email after they saw the video and they're like, hey, stop doing that. And they're like, well, you can't shut it off. They're like, nope. They're like, okay, we're not going to stop. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Now these are a bunch of guys doing it on YouTube for fun and to make videos, but like, what if somebody gets a bunch of those things and they're, you know, a couple thousand a piece, and they go make a freaking armed army? Now you've got, you know, instead of the killdozer idiot from like the 90s running through California, you're going to have a dozen of these things. Yeah, you're going to have a dozen of these things running around the streets shooting.
You're going to need the killdozer. You're going to need the killdozer.
Right. You're going to be sorry you put that guy in jail.
Yeah, you see, yeah, now you just came up with a good point to keep the killdozer. So there we go.
That's right.
Boom, done.
That's right. I think we should take your Jeep and just fully armor it.
Kind of like this. Hold on. hold on. I got one that's got a
I don't
M60 on the.
I don't think the robot uprising is going to be anything we need to worry about. I
Not
mean,
not us. No.
honestly, I mean, I you look at like these robots, like okay, maybe they can't do stuff like you've seen the ones. I think I posted videos of like the Atlas, and then the smaller version that Boston Dynamics now makes that does like parkour and all that shit. The problem is they're limited with like small battery packs. So all you gotta do is outrun them for like an hour, and then they're just gonna fucking stop. Like I mean, it's like
Hopefully you can outrun it.
yeah, barricade yourself for an hour, and then the war's over. Whatever. We'll just recycle them for scrap.
Well, isn't that what
Yeah.
happened in the Matrix? That's why they turned people into batteries.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
They scorched the sky.
Yeah. Yeah. They did that on purpose.
Right.
Yeah, because they were solar,
Solar
I
powered.
think. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I mean, that's I don't know. I don't see that as anything that anybody's gonna worry about. I think it's just all these people that are like, oh my god, AI bad, robots gonna kill us.
Right now, no.
Oh, I think it's worth being concerned about, right?
I think
I
you
think
could be
so, and
concerned about it. Yes.
I think
Yeah,
you look
like-
at like cloning and CRISPR and the gene editing, like you got to lock that shit down before it gets out of hand. Now,
Before we have DeMar Hamlin back on the football field a week later.
the problem with that is like what was it back in like the '90s? They cloned that cheap Dolly, like.
Kanye was cloned.
There's I don't know what the hell it is, but there's a directive, and I remember looking this up where so they use cloning on like embryos to test and treat stuff. But the whole thing is they don't bring them to term. They have to terminate the project before a certain point. Now, I don't know who the hell figures that out or decided this. Apparently it was some governing body. But like there's got to be people who are in some like lab on a volcano island building clone human beings because they don't give two shits about whatever some government says.
Probably in China.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean I'm sure for every good guy that there is out there that follows the rules and says this stuff's great, it's gonna revolutionize humanity. There's at least one asshole who's gonna try and use it for bad, basically. I don't care what the technology is.
What is that? That's the Sixth Day. What Arnold movie is that where they were cloning, and they made it illegal?
I think you're right. It might have been
Kindergarten Cop.
Not the Duma. It's my
Not
clone.
Duma.
That was the one with the guy.
Oh,
with the
twins.
twins. Yeah, it's
Wasn't Danny DeVito a clone?
no. That was the one with Michael Keaton where he cloned himself, and then like the 10th copy was like shaving his tongue.
Oh, Batman.
Yes,
She took my Pepe thief.
my Pepe teeth. Multiplicity.
Yes, she took my Pepe thief. I like
Not
pizza.
twins.
The Sixth Day. Yeah, that's what it's
The
called.
6th day. Yep.
Yeah,
That's Saturday.
where
Yeah.
everybody can be cloned. Yeah.
On the 7th day,
I know,
God took a rest.
Friday is the 6th day, right? Because
Well,
Sunday is one.
Yeah, do you include Sunday? Yeah.
Monday. Yeah, Sunday's day one.
Why do we start?
no.
Why do we start our week on Sunday?
Yeah, what the hell? Who's in charge? Isn't that the
Mm.
Roman calendar? Isn't this the Roman calendar?
Gregorian calendar or whatever? Didn't they do that?
It was somebody's calendar.
Did you hear scientists said that they could recreate,
My
speaking of
calendar.
cloning, they can recreate living dinosaurs within the next 5 years?
There's that company that's got the funding that's doing the woolly mammoth. They're bringing it back.
There's literally 4 movies that show you why that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum's in all of them, isn't he? No.
Yeah, I don't know about the new ones.
Yeah.
Don't forget your daily affirmation is what doesn't kill you makes you have to keep doing this living bullshit. Don't forget to prioritize your mental health, people.
There you
Completely lose your shit at least once a day.
The aptly named company Colossal is cloning the woolly mammoth. and they've already extracted DNA from, fucking amber samples. I don't know what the hell, this is like, movie shit right now.
Like Amber Heard?
Gonna be in something.
Yes,
Is it? Did they get it off her poop from Johnny
exactly.
Depp's
It was part of her poop in the bed.
They took
That's kinda
cells
gross.
from Amber Heard and they're
Oh
making
my
mammoths?
god. That's not what we
Amazing.
need more of in this world. We don't need any more of Amber Heard, please.
That's great. I love it. That cracks me up. Have you guys seen that kind of video that says, "Tell me a better sound, than this," and it's some girl shaking a Dunkin' Donuts cup.
Ah, okay.
Tell me a sound that's better than this. Ronnie Coleman screaming for 4 hours.
Ronnie Coleman. Who's Ronnie Coleman?
Look up Ronnie Coleman lightweight baby. Lightweight baby.
What the
Lightweight
hell?
baby?
Look it up.
What is going on right now?
Ronnie Coleman used to be he was a power lifter who became a 8-time Mr. Olympia, 9-time Mr. Olympia. Big dude, but he not only walked the walk, he talked the talk. He didn't talk the talk, he walked the walk. He would squat, deadlift just ridiculous amount of weight. And before every like heavy lift, he'd scream, and just Ronnie Coleman, man. Ronnie, I met him actually at a bodybuilding meet. Yeah, there we go.
Wow,
Yeah, I met him.
that's a colorful individual, and I don't mean that because he's black.
Ronnie Coleman is a legend.
Like,
It was funny
wow.
because
Like, that's
Ronnie
the kind of
Coleman-
guy that, like, if I'm lifting weights, like, he gets you pumped up to try that shit. And, like, it may crush my spine, but I do it because he'd be cheering me on.
Let's see. I gotta find the CT Fletcher.
Like, he's the guy that stands in your corner and tells you to go fight Mike Tyson.
Where's the one
because
from
he's energetic
CT?
and convincing.
I gotta find this one. Not I command you to grow. Is it?
That's funny. She said that. That's what she said. Command you to grow.
Yeah. CT Fletcher's a monster. He
What? Yeah.
But no,
what? Did you say he's on welfare?
No.
I think that's pretty presumptuous, Dan.
No, that's not what I said.
Ronnie Coleman, he was doing a guest posing at this one NPC show I was at. So he was going up on stage because he's a big name, so he was going to pose and all that.
NPC, is that where they all stand around and give you quests?
Is that non-person character?
Yeah, non-player character.
I forget what NPC stood for. It was a bodybuilding show.
They're all standing around in T poses like their characters stuck.
They're non-player characters.
Yep. So he was basically a GTA villain, right?
yeah. He's a Daniel and Bailey Kai Green. Is that I Command You to Grow Part 2? I'll have to check that out in a second. But this is a good training video. Just to have kind of playing over in your head, having CT Fletcher just yelling at you.
I don't know, man. Some of these guys,
Coleman, the bodybuilders, they pump up before they get on the show, before they get out on stage. So we're standing there, my powerlifting coach, we're standing there, we're talking to Ronnie Coleman, and it's just us because everybody else is watching the show. So it's me, Corey, and Ronnie. My coach goes, "Hey, Ronnie, you gonna pump up before you got to get out there?" Ronnie's like, "Nope." Just he had his shirt off, he had his pants off, so he had his underwear on, and that was it, and just was flexing like a beast, and he just
wow.
Ronnie's a monster. He's a legend in the.
I mean, looking at some of these guys, like their pictures, like if they were sitting there yelling at me, I'd probably be crying in a corner. I don't know that I'd lift weights.
I think this is it.
I don't pump up before work. I just take off the shirt and pants and start flexing.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to start listening to some of this back in the
I
gym.
get
to
into the
maybe
office and
motivate
I
myself.
tear the shirt open and I pound my chest as I stand there. I jump up on the desk.
Yeah, close enough. I have a shirt that on the back it says "Wake up, motherfucker." Oh yeah, here we go.
And then somebody's like, "Sir, this is a Wendy's."
How many nuggets do you want?
Yeah. That's great, sir. This is a Wendy's. Can I take your order?
I did not pump up the nuggets.
The Superman at Compton. That's what CT Fletcher is. He's CT has some medical issues now, but
Oh, so he's
he's
on Medicaid.
probably now. Yeah, he's got some nasty medical issues. Oh yeah, Dana Lynn Bailey, Kai Green, and CT Fletcher. That's a trio I'd like to train with. I'm nowhere near what I was, 5 years ago, but I would
Wow.
definitely do that.
Oh, she's still going.
I command you to grow. Oh man, now that's gonna be in my head. Now I'm gonna want to go to the gym.
I don't know. I keep thinking of Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy. Oh, okay. Leroy
That's
chicken.
it.
At least I got chicken.
At least I
That's
have
who.
chicken.
That's who gets me pumped up. Leroy Jenkins.
That's
At least
hysterical.
I have chicken.
Well, we got to do this. There's a 0.995% chance that we're not gonna make it. Blah blah blah.
33.3% repeating, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
that's better than what we've done before. And then he gets back. Let's go, boys! Leroy
Leroy
charges
Jenkins.
in. I
Damn it,
gotta say
Leroy.
that, like, damn it, Leroy, you're such an idiot. At least I got chicken. The that video, like, you talk about Leroy Jenkins to like anybody, doesn't matter if they're like a gamer or not. Like Eric, you know Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. I
Like
didn't
it's like
realize he was white.
he's like unanimously like the known character. Like everybody knows Leroy Jenkins. Doesn't matter if you're a gamer or not.
Yeah.
My grandson
Because of that
talks about
video.
Leroy Jenkins, and that was 20 years before he was born.
That's crazy. Do you know Leroy Jenkins? Were you around in his era?
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
gonna be,
you're as old as
we're gonna
Leroy
be dead.
Jenkins.
And 1,000 years from now, it's gonna be Leroy Jenkins was a hero.
Dude, could you imagine how fucked up like future civilizations are gonna be when they dig up monuments and shit, and it's like Leroy Jenkins
Well-
with a chicken bucket in his hand? They'll be like, "What is this society about?"
It'll be people who are working in an Amazon warehouse who are trying to find their
Yes.
freedom, and they have a picture of Leroy Jenkins as the
It's
guy
up on the wall.
Leroy Jenkins did it. So can we.
That's gonna be their inspiration when these big guys are long dead. The guy's gonna be in his fucking Amazon, job, opening his locker to put on his smock, and he's gonna have a laser printed copy of Leroy Jenkins up on his locker. That he's gonna.
And it's gonna be like
he's
that.
gonna kiss
give me
it. That's his inspiration.
We need to write a movie.
He's gonna be wearing, and he's gonna go to sleep on his hour pillow.
Yes, his arm pillow. And his alarm clock in the morning is gonna be Leroy Jenkins.
How did that brick go?
Get up and attack the day like Leroy attacks the mobs. World of Warcraft.
Hold on.
I attacked the gazebo.
Yeah.
Happening right now.
But add what you just said into what I just text into the box.
What's in the box?
What you just said about in a locker and stuff like that. That's how he's
Oh yeah.
motivating himself.
That's gonna be the what do we call that? Playground games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like giant slides and shit.
Tell me that wouldn't be hysterical. I bet you if we wrote that, we could get that produced.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm gonna write up like I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm gonna write a note to ESPN 8 the Ocho, and I'm gonna tell them, be like, dude, you guys have like fucking tag. They have the whirly ball championships.
We gotta not
ping pong. Like they need the playground games and have like giant slides and like monkey bars and shit that adults can play on.
If somebody's actually paying attention to this and they do that, It's
Well, they already
we
have
talked
that.
about the playground games. There's nothing
Well, they
called the
have
playground games.
they have the buddy games based on
Yeah,
that
The fuck is a
movie.
buddy game? This is
yeah.
playground games.
I'm talking about like the
Red
Olympics. You got like the
Rover.
playground.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Rover. You know, fucking
Red Rover,
but
Cops,
but
Robbers,
like
1, 2, 3, not it, hide and
like
seek, truth or dare, tag,
the adult version. Because like if you ever watch Slam Ball,
kickball, dodgeball.
Slam Ball is full contact basketball basically. So you need to make the playground games like that, like full contact Red Rover. Like I would motherfucking watch that.
If they can get Squid Games made, we can probably get this made.
If you can
If
get
somebody
somebody,
tries to,
if you can get somebody like The Rock to play Red Rover, I guarantee you people would fucking watch it.
We should
if so,
we could have
if
Like he
September-
would crush through that line like the fucking Kool-Aid man, you know. Oh yeah, can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
yeah, we if somebody's actually paying attention to this and they do that, one, we talked about it in a couple months ago or like a
Yup.
month ago.
We want
We want
royalties.
some royalties. Yes, we want some royalties. You can have the idea, but I want some royalties. And I want to be there for production.
Yeah, I wanna be at all the. I just want to be there to see it. Like maybe play in a couple games, you know.
Nah, I just wanna, be there. And
Like I've
behind the
been
scenes.
watching the fucking tag championships on ESPN.
Are we
like,
scabs? We're writing, and there's a writer's strike.
that's
Are we
right.
scabs?
That's right. We're scabs. Well, no, we're not in a union, so I think this is okay.
Oh yeah, well, technically, are we still scabs too?
I don't know.
What are
man.
non-union people?
I don't know.
non-union people.
I guess I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I'm in
Yeah,
a.
what are we?
We are Batman. We are
That's right.
Negan. That's
We
what we are.
Negan.
We are Negan.
We are our pillow.
Our pillow, not your pillow. It's our pillow.
That pillow wasn't good. Sorry, man. And like I said, I use a Squishmallow. So, I only really got one other thing,
But
and that was a question I actually saw on Facebook.
wait a minute. Hold on a sec. What was the listener question you had? Did we actually answer it, or did we go off on a tangent?
We went off on a tangent.
I
I
was
don't
gonna
remember.
say I don't even remember what the hell the question was.
Uh,
Sorry to
No, I
whoever submitted
remember.
that.
It was male pattern baldness.
Oh yeah, it's male
Oh
pattern.
yeah,
bald.
yeah. Okay. How the fuck did
Yeah,
we end up on a
evolution.
playground game?
Which assumes that evolution knows about families because it's saying did male pattern baldness evolve to keep families together, right?
Oh crap.
To keep the male from cheating. Well, what if?
Well,
So
but
it
see, I
assumes
don't
that
think having
evolution's-
a
Dan, you
bald
start-
head is going to stop someone from cheating.
Yeah,
I think
so
it's
Dan,
more.
you lose your hair. You got to do the comb over, and you go to Home Depot, and
I think it's more of a like, is it keeping? I guess the opposite sex, because I guess it would apply to men or women or whatever you identify as nowadays. It keeps them away from you because you're less attractive to them.
and maybe your
So it wouldn't be
your
like if you were
confidence isn't
bald.
there.
If you were bald, you would be less inclined to cheat. Versus if you were bald, women would find you less attractive.
Maybe, although women like bald dudes.
Well, that's the thing. That goes against everything that they're claiming, that it hasn't evolved, like Dan said. I mean, baldness isn't sentient. It's not like it.
I want to go away.
We worship the Church of the Bald Head. It's like just a giant fucking bald ball on a pedestal.
I'm not even touching that one.
Well, no,
Yeah.
it's saying whatever evolution is planned for
Yeah.
most people to be in families,
did evolution
and
plan it?
therefore, yeah.
Maybe it's because we're all just living in a simulation. It's part of the code.
We're in a stimulation. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're just
Population?
undulation.
Population.
We're just DLC in somebody else's game.
We're just dust in the wind, dude.
That's right. And dude, you know what? You don't have a lifespan. You're a season pass. And when it's over, somebody just buys a new season pass.
I actually kind of like that. That's funny.
That's right.
I like
That's
that. It's not a lifespan; it's a season pass. I like that. that's really hysterical.
There was that I wish I had it still. I can't remember where the hell I got it from. It was a poster, and it was basically all these different characters, like from video games, like uh, Final Fantasy, Mortal Kombat, like all this shit that we used to play. And it was, I didn't choose to be a gamer because I have no life. I choose to be a gamer because I have many, and it was all the different like characters.
Oh, that's fun.
Up, down, left, right, BA start.
Exactly. Fucking Konami code.
Mm-hmm. Everybody in our generation remembers up, down, left, right, BA start. Or if you had two players, BA select start.
I remember the first time Dan whipped that shit out on me. We were playing
Don't want to hear about that.
Star Force or whatever the hell it was, or maybe Contra.
Contra?
Star Fox?
It was
Yeah,
Contra.
No, was it Star Force or the side scroller with the two ships?
Zaxxon? No.
No, it was like Star something. I don't know.
Oh. Don't know.
Yeah, Star Force, I think. That might have been it. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
So what was your other listener question? Now that we've gone off on another tangent.
The other listener question I saw on Facebook, which brought up a good point, because
Facebook is listening?
Yeah, what the
Hoist
hell?
Gracie, yeah, well, they probably are. I bought something the other day at Home Depot. Yeah, I used my debit card, printed a receipt, had no email address or anything, and then they sent me a "How did you like this?" thing, and I was like, look, fucker,
So
do that shit again."
if you ever sign up for the Google Rewards, which is their like survey thing that they pay you like, 30 cents, 50 cents to answer surveys, every time I go buy something and use my like debit or credit card, usually within a day I get a question from Google going, "Oh, which of these places did you recently shop at?" And it's like one of them is usually like Home Depot. So I click it and they're like, "Did you make a purchase?" And it's like the options are yes, I entered the store but didn't buy anything. No, I didn't go here. And it's like, how the fuck, like they're clearly tracking people with GPS if they know I was near a Home Depot.
Yeah, why doesn't Fleet Farm send me some more stuff? But anyway, that's going off on. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, that's going off on a tangent. I read this with the rise of MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, stuff like that. Somebody asked who would win a fight: Hoist Gracie from the original UFCs. You remember him?
No.
He was the winner of, I think, a couple of them. Hoist,
The inventor of My Pillow?
No.
John, the Gracie family is a big
they're big Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys.
Jiu-Jitsu, yeah.
Oh,
like they're very
yeah.
famous.
Royce Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, Royce, ROYCE. Or is it Hoist?
Hoist.
Hoist, okay, because it's Portuguese.
There is I think there is a Royce.
Well, yeah. So this is the one,
and he's supposed to be better than
this guy. No, this guy. Yeah, this guy gained fame for success in UFC.
Okay,
Gracie Jiu-Jitsu family. Okay, gotcha.
Hoist Gracie or Bruce Lee.
But Bruce Lee was not jiu-jitsu, was he?
Not to start. No, he was kung fu.
Yeah, they don't need to match skills. It's MMA,
well,
right?
But see, I think Eric, you and I had this discussion a while back. Maybe Dan wasn't around, but like when they say it's mixed martial arts, like at some point,
MMA right now is just grappling. You have some striking, some kicking.
But the problem is you've got stuff like this jiu-jitsu that maybe focuses on like I don't know. Let's say it's kicks. You got kung fu that maybe is grappling. Like how could you put those two together if they're so dissimilar?
Well, that's what makes it so much fun.
That's what made the UFC when it first started so much fun, because you had karate.
It just seems like it's an unbalanced fight.
Versus sumo versus American wrestling. You had the different styles going together.
But that almost seems like it's not fair because at some point, like some of these styles are just way better than others. And at
Well,
what
life
point does
I
it
isn't
don't think
like
fair.
that
everybody starts?
I don't necessarily think a style is better. It's probably more um, the person. Are they able to
Yeah,
have improvisation with? If you're a taekwondo guy, are you able to you know handle someone trying to grapple you and wrestle you to the ground? Are you a
Right.
uh, are you a capoeira guy who may be fast on their feet, but can you handle a kick from a taekwondo specialist or a Muay Thai fighter, or
yeah,
a sumo versus shit? You take a 600-pound Yokozuna, and it, can you take care of that? Can you?
yeah.
So I mean, I think it's all the fighter, but
I see. Like, I guess I don't know. Maybe that's where like I see. To me, it's more intriguing to see two similar skilled and technique people battle because then they're like equals, and it truly is going to be whoever is the best of the two.
look
It's
at
not
yeah, look
like
at Bloodsport.
it's not like, oh, this guy's better because he can ground and pound, and as soon as he grapples his opponent, the match is over. Like because the other guy couldn't get away from him or he wasn't fast enough.
Yes,
Like
I
that
like
doesn't
I
seem
like to
fair
see
to
the
me. Like you
styles.
watch some of these things where the guy does like a friggin' spinning back kick and drops him in like the first 10 seconds. How is that a fight?
It's a fight. He wasn't
I'd
ready. He
rather
wasn't
I'd rather
capable.
see it go 10 rounds and they beat the crap out of each other
Well, that
and
can
I
still have
win
your 10
technically.
second thing can still happen if they have the same skills.
I
I gotta send you
guess.
guys the link. If I gotta send you the link of I started watching this guy on YouTube. He's studied karate for most of his life, but he's gone to different martial arts. That's where we started talking about Seagal on the text chain.
Yeah.
I like
Um,
Havarti
because
cheese.
Yeah, I like Cavante. Um, the
Dan
way
likes Havarti.
Seagal was talking, I really like Seagal. I really had no opinion. I mean, he was a movie star, and I liked his movies and things like that. But as a movie star, I liked him. As a person, I didn't know. But watching this video, I liked what he was discussing and how he was talking about it. So I'm like, I had a new perspective on Seagal. I'll have to send that to you guys. But
Yeah.
this karate guy went to Thailand and trained for 7 days in Muay Thai. He went to a Shaolin temple and trained. I mean, he only sampled stuff and talked to their masters
Yeah,
and
it
stuff
seems like
like that.
7 days isn't long enough to really get efficient at it.
No,
I mean,
exactly. But
it only takes
he went
6 days
and
to
learned.
make clones.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. But he went to just kind of get his feet wet and kind of see what each style's philosophy, and how would they do this stuff, just to kind of learn.
But even if you're not going different styles, like if you're saying karate, you go to different dojo. Is that what they call them? If you go
Hmm.
to different dojos or wherever, and you've got different people teaching you, even though like the fundamentals of karate are kind of the same across the board, each guy's going to teach you how to do something different.
Hmm.
So if you have multiple coaches or multiple senseis or whatever they call them, I don't know. Excuse my
Sabonim,
ignorance.
Sensei, Sabonim, yeah.
But like, just because one guy does it and you do it, you could be completely different, but still do karate because the
Hmm.
fundamental and the basics and the mechanics are all the same. And you could still be better than just that one guy who did, only train for 30 years under this one dojo. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that seems more fair than saying like you're going to put that 600-pound sumo guy in there with that 110-pound soaking wet karate guy and say have at it, because it's like it looks like on paper the sumo guy is going to stomp his ass, but that may not
Yeah.
be the case because the karate
But the
guy gets
karate
one
guy could.
one lucky
Yeah.
kick and the guy's out. I mean,
Hmm. But you could pick two of the 100-pound karate guys, and you could have the fight over in the same time.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Gets a lucky hit, or yeah, one guy screws up and misses
But
a block or
but
something.
it's actually really kind of giving me the bug up my ass to kind of go back to a martial art. We drove around uh, the other day, and there was an Aikido studio
Oh wow.
down the street, and I'm like, ooh. And the way the studio was set up, it looked very, not authentic, but just very like old school. Like they
Gotcha.
taught old school, you know. And I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that. I don't want, as much as I would like to learn a jiu-jitsu or something like that, that's not kind of what I'm trying to learn. You know what I mean?
There's
I studied.
there's one of those places that opened up in the strip mall here, like the I Love Kickboxing, and
Mhm,
it's more designed, I think, around those like uh, Groupon type things where you go and you get like 6 classes free, and they just teach you kickboxing. But
mhm.
it's like I'd still like to go and do it because I think it'd be cool, like just to be like, hey,
Yeah,
yeah, I did it, and maybe
yeah,
get
it'd
my
be fun.
ass thrown around the mat or whatever. But like, I mean, just like I think as a health benefit, like just doing that shit, like is way better than any kind of
It was
cardio shit
fun.
I'm doing at
I
home or
mean,
at the gym. I mean,
my we know my martial art background and how
yeah,
I obsessed over it. I studied 3 different martial arts. I enjoyed it. The karate, I don't really remember much. The Hapkido was super fun. That was fun because there were only 2 places in the well, 3 places in the world to learn it. Um, where I was, Northern Illinois and Korea. There were only 3 places to teach it. Technically, there were only 3 teachers at the time that I
I mean,
recall.
there's probably a lot more now.
Oh, probably a ton more now. And the Chengdu Musuwan is the name of the association. Wonder if there's any up here. But anyway, um, I forget
So
what I was
I
going to
have
say.
one question
Yes.
in this in this in
Oh,
this
Tai Chi. Tai Chi was my other
in,
style, and that was awesome.
in this hypothetical match of
Yes.
Gracie versus Lee. Is
Hmm.
Bruce Lee alive or dead? Is it zombie Bruce Lee?
Ooh, zombie Bruce
Oh,
Lee.
zombie Bruce Lee. I I would say, well, he's alive, of course. That's, yeah, tongue in cheek, but I would say Bruce Lee would probably own a Gracie. I mean, we can't find out because
I would
Bruce
say
is no
even
longer with us.
if he was like zombie Bruce Lee, he'd probably win. I mean, like
Well, yeah, because I
if I'm
mean,
Gracie, I
you
don't want to fuck with a zombie.
yeah, if he just scratches you, you're a
Yeah, like
zombie
I
too.
don't
You're
want to
dead.
become a zombie. Like that ain't my
he's
fucking
gonna go.
problem.
He's gonna go home and get out his AI robot M5
Yeah,
and send it after
yes,
zombie Bruce Lee until the battery dies.
that's right.
And
Right.
don't get me wrong, anybody following this
Hide in his
jiu-jitsu
locker with
guide
his
has
picture of Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, I'm not dogging out the Gracies by any means.
He's clutching on to his Soviet My Pillow.
Yes, the R pillow in a corner of the Amazon warehouse as the
Hunter
robots
Lindell.
encircle him.
What does it say on the back of the pillow? I forgot.
Oh,
The
it
front
was
was Lenin.
I am the
Oh, I'm the
walrus.
walrus.
Cuckoo.
All right. Well, I have to use the facilities, gentlemen.
Oh,
All right,
So
we'll take the
damn you.
phone with you. Oh.
no,
Yeah,
I'm not
we're not
taking this with
done.
me. So
I
so I'm
I
gonna
have to
log
go
off.
anyway.
So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all
me
right.
too.
gentlemen, it's been fun. Anybody this far in, let
Yeah.
us know. Bruce Lee or Royce Gracie.
Yep.
What do you think of a keto? You think I should try taking a keto, or
I want to do
should I try to find like a wushu kung fu,
Bushu
or
Park.
should I take a jiu-jitsu? Should I go back to Hapkido? So let us know. All
Cool.
right,
All right, I'm
have
out.
a good one, guys.
Yep.
All right,
Later, everybody.
later. Bye.